What's up, you guys, and welcome back to some more rSlash Real Talk Stories with your boy RT and my dude Dale. Y'all, today we are going to dive into a real talk, true off my chest story where OP's wife is looking for a hall pass. But it's not just under any kind of circumstance. It's under a very tear-jerking, very heart-wrenching circumstance. But I want to see, do you guys think that it's still justifiable to give her a hall pass? I think not, but let's just dive into the story, y'all.
My wife and I have been married since 2001 and together since 1999. She is the most intelligent, thoughtful, caring, loyal person I know, and I've always thought of myself as fortunate to have met and married her. She is, even today, aesthetically beautiful, and men have told her this throughout our marriage. She has always shot them down. Earlier this year, she was diagnosed with uterine cancer stage 1 and had a full hysterectomy. I was never concerned about the cancer. It was diagnosed early, dealt with quickly, and she made a full recovery. I took time off work to look after her after the surgery, and all seemed well. There were some to-be-expected emotional instances on her part, and although I am not an emotional person, we dealt with them together. After her recovery, she was insistent that we start living life to the fullest and took a 10-day trip to Europe, followed by a trip to Belize. We also have a trip to the UK and Spain and Portugal later this year. I am fine with these things, building memories and crossing bucket list adventures off hers and our list. I also understand that these are a result of feeling fragile on her part. She also took up yoga, swimming, and healthy cooking classes. I was fully on board until last week. Last week she came home from work and told me she wanted a hall pass, a one-time opportunity for her to have sex with someone else besides me. She said that since her cancer diagnosis, her outlook on life has changed, and she doesn't want to be handcuffed from doing things she wants to do. She explained that there is this guy at her work that she has always had some attraction to. He is leaving the company and she will never see him again, so this is the perfect opportunity to sleep with someone else. She said that I could say no, of course, but that she would be mad and disappointed at me for an indeterminate amount of time, and that it would be confirmation of my male toxicity and insecurity. I don't consider myself to be toxic, and if not wanting your wife of 20+ years to have sex with someone else is insecure, then I guess I am insecure. I told her that I appreciated her talking to me about this, but approval via coercion is not approval. I also said that I do not appreciate her language in describing my, as of yet, unknown reaction to this very large issue that could affect the rest of our married life. When I got up in the morning, she said that she was sorry for putting such a large decision solely on my shoulders, and that to help, she was taking the decision away from me. She booked a hotel near where her co-workers are having a party and send-off for this guy, and she would spend the night there with him and hoped that I would be here when she got back. That she would answer any questions I have about the night after it happened, but not before. She will not tell me who he is or anything about him because she knows me too well and that I will dwell and obsess over him. And that would make it too real for me. Her point of view is that the less I know the better, which contradicts the offer to tell me anything I want to know after it happened. I think she knows I won't want to know and won't ask anything, or she simply will not tell me. Part of me thinks at least she has been honest with me and she has been through a lot since finding out she had cancer, so maybe I should just let it happen. I certainly have no concept of what she went through, so I cannot dismiss how this affected her mental state and outlook on life. Part of me wants to put my foot down and say, this is not going to happen, and deal with those consequences when they happen. Her best friend called me callous for even suggesting that I wouldn't let it happen because I have no idea what she went through. I find it hard to believe that she is okay with the possibility of throwing away 20+ years of marriage over some guy that she has had no relationship with outside of work, and that I should just call her bluff. Maybe she thinks similarly, that I won't throw away the marriage because of one encounter. I just don't know what to do. I empathize with her, and then an instant later I am angry with her. Part of me wants to know who this guy is. What does he look like? What has he got that is so enthralling for her? Is he just a safe option? Is he married? Does his wife know? Would I be a callous a-hole for saying no? What can I do besides walking away?
So shout out to your wife, OP, for going through the horrific cancer diagnosis that she received, for going through the treatment and for ultimately beating cancer. Cancer sucks, you guys. I think that everyone in the world, regardless of, the differences that we might have as a society, as a people, as a world, I think that's something that we can all agree on. Cancer absolutely sucks. When you receive an awful prognosis, such as, being diagnosed with cancer of any kind, especially a very aggressive one, that's nothing to play with at all. In that same breath, that's nothing to use as an excuse to turn around and ruin your 20 years of marriage, okay? Yes, I'm so glad that OP's wife was able to overcome the cancer that she was diagnosed with having. However, that's no reason to turn around and want a quote-unquote hall pass to go and just sleep around with whomever you would like to sleep with and to do whatever that you would like to do. In my personal opinion, I think that your wife is a disgusting and deplorable human being who is taking advantage of you, OP, your kindness, your love, and your support. You went through an awful period of time with her, and she is taking advantage of the grace and the kindness and the support that you showed her throughout her horrific cancer experience. Now she wants to go around and sleep with other people. Regardless of whether she'll meet the people again or see them ever again, she wants to ruin y'all's 20 plus years of marriage and your 20 plus year relationship just so she can have a hall pass and live her life, live her best life. The fact that she turned around and tried to coerce you into approving her little, escapades is absolutely disrespectful. And I commend you, OP, for turning around and saying approval via coercion is not approval, because you know what? That's just her trying to manipulate the situation. In reading through some of the comments and in developing my own thought and opinion about this particular story, I tend to agree with a lot of the people who have commented on this particular story. I think it is a situation where this may not be her first time. I don't think that this is her first rodeo. The way that she's talking, she makes it seem like she's done this before. She makes it seem like she's thought about this before. She's made it seem like she's entertained, the thought, or even someone in actuality prior to this situation. And now that she has a quote unquote excuse to go out and, be a 304, she is going to take advantage of it. And I think that is just a huge red flag to you, to those around you. I would not stand for it. I'd put your foot down. If she doesn't like it, then she can walk away reaping the benefits, rather the consequences of her actions. And I mean, she might have the temporary benefit of being able to go and sleep with someone for a night and have a good time, but there are going to be long-term consequences of losing a 20-plus year stable relationship and marriage with, potentially a good person. It seems like you guys have had a great marriage. It seems like you're a great person for sticking around with your wife through her cancer diagnosis. So, OP, I would definitely stand your ground, say no, and if your wife or any of her other friends don't like the fact that you are standing your ground and putting a halt to this horrific and disrespectful promiscuous behavior, then so be it. If they don't like it, it is what it is at this point. At least you can't say that you did not stand your ground and try to fight for what it is that you believe to be true and what you believe to be the best thing for you to do to try to salvage your marriage and your relationship. You guys, I want to know, do you guys think that OP should just turn around and let his wife go about her promiscuous escapades with said stranger or former co-worker or whoever the hell this person ends up being? Or do you think that OP should stand his ground regardless of the coercion that his wife is using to try to manipulate him into allowing her to do what it is that she wants to do? Where do you guys lie in the situation? What would you guys do if y'all were in OP's situation, having experienced a 20-plus year relationship with your significant other and being put into a rough and difficult situation such as this? Y'all, dive down into the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, y'all. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. We've got more stories like this coming your way, y'all. Y'all be sure to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel and press the bell notification icon. That way you guys are notified every single time I upload a brand new video here to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all, until next time, many blessings and much love, y'all.